Haggle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome to Philadelphia Eagles Now. I am so close to 3K followers on my Twitter account. If you don't follow my Twitter account, I tweet so much about the Eagles, it's like would make your mind explode, and in a good way, because you obviously, if you follow this channel, you want Eagles news and rumors on video form, and so if you want them in tweet form as well, follow me on Twitter. Help me get to 3,000 followers on my Twitter account, @RealThomasMott. You see it on your screen right now. Go follow me right now, and then come back into this video with the latest Eagles news and rumors here in just a second. All right, let's jump into the latest Eagles news and rumors here on a Monday following a bye week. I hope we're all rested yesterday, not having to worry about the Eagles winning or losing. A nice, relaxing Sunday, and now focus in versus the Washington football team. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, though. First, I want to piggyback off of something I talked about in my mailbag video over the weekend, which not a lot of people, I think, got to see. And so if you're just in here to watch news and rumors, I'm going to go ahead and rehash this because this, to me, is fascinating stuff. So there is a new report coming out that the Eagles might look to trade away 2 of their 3 first-round draft picks in 2022. You're saying, Thomas, why? Like, all of the Eagles picks are important, and you talk about how much you wanted them to draft people at the 3 positions, whether it's cornerback or defensive end or wide receiver. Like, why would they do that? Well, a couple of thoughts here. First, all 3 of the Eagles' projected picks have fallen out of the top 10. They have 10, as we'll see, 11, and 21, because the Colts keep winning and the Dolphins keep winning, which is an issue right now for Philadelphia, because those 2 picks were at one point top 10, top 3 draft picks in the Dolphins' case, but they're both winning in the Colts and the Dolphins, so bad news for Philadelphia. There's a little rumor that the Eagles could be gearing up for a Bryce Young 2023 push. You're saying, Thomas, the Heisman Trophy winner from Alabama, he's not eligible next year. Exactly. He's eligible in the draft to be a junior in 2023. Hence, the idea of trading away from 2022 and then getting draft picks in 2023. A little thought process there. There's no real reporting behind that, but it's just a thought that people have placed together because the Eagles might want a quarterback there 2 years from now, not next year. First off, here's the tweet from Rob Mattey. Explaining all of this, quote, mentioned this through thought from an AFC executive in a couple of interviews I did this week. He told me the Eagles could look to trade away 2 of 3 2022 first-round picks to accumulate more draft capital in 2023. That way, they'd evaluate Jalen Hurts for another year and still have extra picks, end quote. You see the thought process here, right? If they want to trade out of these 2 of the 3 first-round draft picks, you get more first-round draft picks in 2023, and then you either are all in on Hurts by that time, or you get a new quarterback, and that could be Bryce Young. So again, here are the picks that are projected right now, all subject to change. But obviously, if Philadelphia makes the playoffs, this number 11 overall goes into 19 to 20 to 21. The Colts are in the playoffs as we speak right now. That can change, but right now it's the 21st overall draft pick, and the Dolphins are at the number 10 overall because they're sitting there at 5 wins as well. So it's bad times for Eagles top 10 draft pick watches because we've been talking about that all year long, but it's definitely changing. It looks like these picks are going to be in the teens to early 20s. Now, if you take away just the overall Bryce Young rumor here, because again, there's no real reporting to this. I think the Eagles might just want future top 10 picks. Like, the idea was Philadelphia was going to have multiple first-round draft picks next year, and a couple of them, 2 of the 3 at least, were going to be inside the top 10. At worst, it'd be like 6 overall, 8 overall, and 13 overall. And that way you can get some of the top talent at top positions in next year's draft. However, with these teams winning, the Dolphins and Colts, Philadelphia might go like, why not trade back and, roll the dice on getting some higher first-round draft picks? You then would go ahead and kind of reset the process and try to acquire, more first-round draft picks inside the top 10 in 2023. That way you can get better players overall. I think that they're eventually going to go ahead and probably trade one of these, whether that's trading up or down, I don't know. But I think you should at least trade 1 to get 2 next year, and then 2 in 2023. That would be my ultimate thought process, but that is just me. Of course, the Eagles are going to trade any of these picks. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll have it covered here on the channel, as we always do, as we get you guys the latest Eagles news and rumors, injury news, injury updates, previews, mailbags, trade stuff. We do it all here in the channel, so go down below and hit that red subscribe button. Now, the Bryce Young stuff is interesting because Bryce Young's a baller, and he looks like he's going to be the first-round draft pick, probably first overall draft pick in 2023. What the thought process here is that Philadelphia would give Hurts 1 more year, which I like the idea of at least giving him next year, because it's essentially year 2, even though it is year 3, but it's year 2 of playing, so there could be a big jump in play. That's possible. And then if he's great, then you have 3 first-round draft picks in 2023 to build around him. Or if he's bad, then you trade up to get Bryce Young, you reset, and then you have Bryce Young as your starting quarterback, who many people consider to be, a future absolute superstar, which if you watched him this past year, you will definitely agree with that. If you haven't watched Bryce Young yet, watch him versus Cincinnati in the college football playoff. You're going to like what you see. I'm a big fan of his as well. Pin comment down below. Let me just ask you guys straight up. Should the Eagles keep or trade their 2022 first-round draft picks? What do you think? Type K down below for keep. Type T down below for trade. Want to hear from you down below right now. All right, moving on to more relevant news because the draft is so far away. Let's get back into Washington Hate Week, as I'm calling it. And Taylor Heinicke has an injury right now, although the severity remains unknown as of early here on a Monday morning. So, of course, if you didn't see the report, I tweeted about it on my Twitter account, why you should follow me. But Washington quarterback Taylor Heinicke suffered a knee injury versus the Cowboys late in their comeback attempt against Dak and Dallas, which fell short there by 1 score. He is undergoing an MRI as we speak right now, but is expected to play Sunday. If there's any change, we'll obviously update and cover that here on the channel. And this, of course, just goes into the greater narrative of why this is a big game on Sunday. 6-7 Washington versus 6-7 Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field on Sunday. Packed house, going to be a lot of fun. Heinicke's been interesting this year. He's been really good at times. He's been a little up and down at times, and he's been really bad at times. He's been more good than bad, though, and I'll give him credit where credit is due. He's been good in completion percentage-wise. He's been clutch when he's needed to be. The interceptions are his issue right now, but he's definitely brought those down the past couple of weeks, and they're on a winning streak right now. They've been playing a lot of good football, as we'll see. Kyle Allen is your backup quarterback right now in Washington, who is one of the more competent backups. You know, you can talk about a Gardner Minshew being a competent backup in Philadelphia. Kyle Allen is just that as well. And as you go back the past couple of weeks, minus the Cowboy loss yesterday, which they did almost come back and win 4 in a row. They beat the Raiders 17-15, beat the Seahawks 17-15, beat the Panthers 27-21, and that Bucs win in Washington was very impressive, 29-19. So regardless of if Heinicke can go or not, this is going to be a tough matchup on Sunday and a very interesting a chance for Philadelphia to really take the wild card into their own hands. A win on Sunday goes a long way in the Eagles' chances of making the playoffs, and so I'm going to call it a must-win, as I do here almost every single week on the channel. How confident are you in the Eagles going into Sunday's matchup against the Washington football team on a scale of 1 to 10? Where are you at? Like 1 being not confident, 10 being like guaranteeing the win? Give me your thoughts down below right now in the comment section. I'll be honest, I'm at like an 8. I think this is a game that Philadelphia understands the importance of. The bye week is going to help them tremendously. They're going to be healthy. We'll talk about that later on this week. I think this is a game you go in, you pin your ears back, Eagle crowd behind you, get that big win at Lincoln Financial Field, and you really kind of announce yourself as a threat in the NFC wildcard, as a team you do not want to play on the road, because Philadelphia on the road is going to be able to run the football, whether it's frozen Green Bay, warm Tampa, the Dome of Arizona, or anywhere else you go in the postseason. So I think Philadelphia, the last couple of games, minus that stupid Giants loss, has really looked good. If you would have won that game, we would feel really confident, but I like where the Eagles are at right now. I'm at an 8 out of 10 going into the matchup against Washington. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, though, but I feel confident about their chances. All right, if we're going to get into the weekend, which wasn't really good for Philadelphia in terms of playoff chances, because other teams won that we needed to lose. This hat and t-shirt combo is 50% off right now. I mean, literally 50% off. If you go to the link on your screen right now, you can pick this one up and get it for that special someone in your life who, needs some new fresh Eagles gear. I know I'm getting Eagles gear for Christmas. Rumor has it, essentially. And so you guys want to pick this up. Link is on your screen right now, 50% off. And right now, if you order it, you're going to get it delivered by, I think, the 23rd or sooner, so it will be there by Christmas. So go to the link, it'll be down below in the description box. Pick up the hat and t-shirt combo, 50% off right now. Okay, I mentioned earlier that yesterday wasn't great for Philadelphia because a lot of teams won that you wanted to lose. You wanted to Washington to lose yesterday. They did. That was good. You needed the Saints to lose to the Jets. Wasn't going to happen, but, they didn't. That 49er win, that overtime win, that stunk. That would have been so good if the Bengals would have won that game. That would have been very clutch, but they didn't. And the Falcons won yesterday against the Panthers. That hurts their chances as well. So that leads us into the playoff picture graphic that shows you all these teams at 6-7. So if the Niners, so really, what you need to have happen is you root for the Falcons next week against the 49ers, because the Eagles own the tiebreaker against Atlanta, root against the Vikings, and hope Philadelphia beats Washington. If they do, at the end of next week, they're going to be in the postseason. Now, again, doesn't lock them in, but it gets them close. And so your playoff picture is as follows. And again, Rams haven't played yet. They play on Monday Night Football. But win. That's all you got to do. Win and you're in. That's how we look at it in Philadelphia. Lose next weekend. It gets a little more difficult. You guys think the Eagles will make the playoffs? If you do, type Y down below for yes. If you do not, type N down below for no. And of course, as we end today's video, follow me on Twitter. I tweet a bunch of fun stuff. You guys feel confident in Philadelphia? Tweet at me, at Real Thomas Mott. DM me on Twitter. I respond to the majority of my DMs on a daily basis. Again, ultimate for today on our Philadelphia Eagles Now news and rumor video. Make sure you guys are subscribed for future stuff coming up this week. For Philadelphia Eagles Now, I'm Thomas Mott, signing off for the rest of your day.